Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It is August 28th. Lisa, Scott, and Dylan here on this first day back to school for all of those Fargo students. We'll get to your back to school forecast in a moment. First, want to remind you, of course, we're live every weekday morning, so we appreciate when you join us. We make this into a podcast, so if you'd like to listen to us that way, go to inform.com/podcast. Look for the Inform Minute. You can also find us on our Inform YouTube channel, and of course, live every weekday morning from 5 to 7 on air. All right, big day, back to school. You got to play on the playground a little bit at a Fargo Public School this morning. You had a little bit of an issue.
My butt's still wet.
Yeah.
It's
Damp slide.
Yeah, I did a test.
You took one for the team, though. Now those kids can go down, and,
Sure.
and it was nice and dry.
I don't know. I went down twice. I went down once off of there, and then I went down again. It was still wet. So maybe, I don't know. We'll see the third time. I didn't go down the third time. I was done. But yes, it's a nice morning otherwise. Temperatures, in the upper 50s, low 60s, which is not bad. Good day to go back to school today.
Yeah.
Warming up into the 80s today, or close to the 80s, depending on where you are. Plenty of sunshine, but smoke. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Nobody wants smoke, but we're getting it at upper level skies this morning. We saw the sunrise. It's a very vibrant sunrise, and it's a very hazy and smoky sunrise, which of course is due to that wildfire smoke. Expect that to mix down tomorrow or late tonight into tomorrow. Some of that smoke coming down to the surface. So probably a stinky day tomorrow. Temperatures in the, once again, near 80 degrees, upper 70s, low 80s. And then we warm up Wednesday and Thursday with a southerly breeze picking up, which will get rid of the smoke, but it's going to be hot.
Okay.
So, or depending on what your definition of hot is.
It'll be like the 80s.
Upper
so.
80s, low 90s. That's pretty hot for the end of
That's hot.
August. So, yeah. And we'll continue to stay warm and toasty through Labor Day.
Okay.
Yeah, so Labor Day weekend will be a nice last hurrah for people at the lake, if that's
it should be.
what you're looking for.
Yeah. We have a chance of thunder showers one day of the weekend, but I don't think that's looking overly likely. So,
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah, it's just warming up. No signs of
The W word?
the W word.
Oh, yeah, we
Hey,
don't
we
want to
can
say that.
enjoy. We like
No,
fall.
yeah. We can enjoy fall. I mean, we're still in August. It's August 28th today. We've got a good few days to celebrate yet, but we don't have to worry about the other season yet for a while.
September is sneaking up on us, though.
It
so
is.
Yeah.
It's
That's how it works.
Friday. Isn't that crazy? Oh my
Football
gosh.
season, NFL football
I am
season.
so ready for football.
Just around the corner here,
Yeah.
a couple weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Busy time of year.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Dylan.
Yeah.
Well, as I mentioned right off the top, and that's why Dylan was at the school this morning, back to class today for Fargo students. They haven't been in a classroom since June 1st, but of course summer goes by like that, so
Yeah,
fast,
flies
too
by.
fast. Now that Fargo public schools are back in the classroom, 4 of North Dakota's 5 largest school districts are now in session. Bismarck is the largest, started last Thursday, along with West Fargo, the second largest district, also started last Thursday. Fargo is the 3rd largest, and Minot is the 4th. Minot students went back to class last Wednesday. Grand Forks students, they have a couple more days of summer left, but really not much. They start going back, they do kind of the tiered back, so they start going back on Wednesday and Thursday for Grand Forks. Moorhead students, they're starting their first full week of class, even though, yes, it is before Labor Day. Of course, we know normally in Minnesota, all of the schools go back after Labor Day, but the Moorhead School District got a special permission pass due to construction going on at the new high school to start a little bit earlier.
And with all those kids going back here in the FM area, make sure that you're just being extra cautious.
Right, a lot more kids running around. They're super excited, especially this week. Yeah, before and after.
Yeah.
In the early morning and early afternoon.
Just be careful. All right, this morning we are working to learn more details about a deadly crash involving a school bus. This happened in southern Minnesota. It happened Saturday night along I-90 in Wells, which is a town just kind of west of Albert Lee area. State troopers say a school bus and a car crashed head-on near an interstate exit. The driver of the car died. There were 9 people on the school bus at the time, including the driver. 7 of the teenagers that were passengers were hurt. They had to go to the hospital, but they are expected to make a full recovery and be okay. A Facebook post later revealed that it was Waseca Public Schools who had that public school or that bus, and it was for their volleyball team, and they were on the bus at the time. They range from 14 to 16 years old. They were heading back to Waseca from an away game. Right now, doesn't show that any charges are pending for that crash.
Today, we're expecting to learn more details on a deadly animal attack that happened on a Minnesota farm. Ottertail County deputies tell WDAY they got that 911 call from a farm in rural Parkers Prairie on Saturday. The caller told officers a man was attacked by a bull. The victim has not been identified yet. Deputies, when they got there, they actually had to put the bull down so they could take care of the man. The man ended up dying. So right now we're working not only to find out the victim's name, but to find out what happened before, what led up to that attack. So we're tracking new details for you this morning on that story.
All right, this is big news for chicken lovers in the area. The Chick-fil-A off of 13th Avenue South in Fargo set to temporarily close for about a month or so. It's part of a big remodeling plan for the restaurant. They're putting over $1 million into this thing, $750,000 into the interior, the dining room, that kind of thing. Another 300 some thousand into the drive-through area. They're going to be expanding that. If you ever drive by there, you know how busy it gets. So
Yes.
kind of makes sense they'd expand it. I got to get your chicken sandwich. So that's going to be closed for about a month or so. So once that's done, you can head back to Chick-fil-A and get your sandwiches.
Trying to get the word out because, you drive by there, the lines, someone's going to miss the message and they're going to go and they're going to be very upset that they can't get their
"What
Chick-fil-A.
the heck?"
Yeah, that's what they're going to say. All right, the first phase of a new extension project for the Heartland State Trail in Minnesota also starts today. It's going to extend that trail between Park Rapids and Itasca State Park. The tunnel project will take place under Highway 71, just south of Highway 200, near the east entrance of Itasca. The south entrance of the park will remain open for people traveling south on Highway 71, and the east entrance will stay open to those traveling west. It's going to be about a month-long project. In the meantime, drivers on Highway 71 will be detoured onto Hubbard County Roads 4 and 40.
All right, today there's expected to be a significant progress made in the two of the criminal cases against former President Donald Trump. Both have to do with charges related to overturning the 2020 election. So one hearing will be happening this morning in a Washington, D.C. federal courtroom. A trial date could be set for the case where Trump faces felony counts for conspiracy that led up to the riots on January 6th. Prosecutors want to start that trial in January, but Trump's team has requested a trial date of April of 2026. Also this morning in Georgia, there will be a major hearing in the racketeering case. This is the first time that actual arguments will be made in a courtroom about any of the 4 criminal cases against Trump. The hearing will center on former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. He filed a motion to move his case to federal court instead of state court because he was serving in a federal office at the time. It could end up acting as what some people are calling a mini trial that determines if the same thing then could apply for the former president. So we'll see how it all plays out.
Okay, horns up. It's game week. Can't believe it's here. We're talking back to school. We're talking about football being back.
Yeah.
The countdown is now on for the start of the NDSU football season. And of course, Dom is all over it. He's been doing the countdown to the season for weeks now, really, probably months. Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inform.com. Jeff Kolpak's going to join the show today to look ahead to the opener at US Bank Stadium this upcoming Saturday. Plus, Eastern Washington's head coach Aaron Best will join the show as well to discuss how the Eagles are prepping for the Bison. All of that and so much more this morning on Hot Mic from 9 to 11.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. And don't forget, for 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you can get an all-access pass to Inform.com. Just visit Inform.com/subscribe to get that deal. And was there another deal that's
I
actually
think
going
that
on right
you
now,
might
too?
right now be able to get 6 months for $2.
Yeah,
That's
so
even better.
Yeah. So go take advantage of that.
Absolutely. Our next newscast coming up at 11 this morning. And again, we'll have you covered this afternoon. Starting at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10, more WDAY news. And we'll be back tomorrow morning from 5 to 7 a.m. for more First News.
That's right. Until then, folks, enjoy your day.